What's up, guys? I'm back and I'm looking at some more NBA plays in today's video. We just went 2-0 yesterday, looking to go 2-0 yet again in today's NBA slate. We got a bunch of games today. Let's hop in and just stay cashing. But like I was saying though, we absolutely dominated yesterday, including the plays from the DubClub. We went 5-1 yesterday. We only had one single loss, which was Booker over 7.5 assists, but everything else cashed. The NHL play cashed, all the rest of the NBA plays cashed. We dominated yesterday. These are a ton of our different winners from just yesterday alone. You can see all the different PrizePicks winners that we had. Some taco pair cashes, underdog entry as well, cash right there. And these plays, by the way, are available on pretty much every single app out there, whether that's Sleeper, Chalkboard, or Sportsbook, doesn't really matter. But with that being said, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. You can join right now for free down in my description. There's a 2-day free trial available down there in my description or in the top in the comment section. You get all my plays, you get all sports, you get access to Discord chat to talk to me and other members about plays or whatever's going on. But it's not like I'm just going on a little bit of a run right now. I'm pretty consistent. I'm over $5,000 of profit over on PrizePicks. On Sleeper, I've profited over $1,300 of profit, as you can see there. And I've also profited on Chalkboard, Underdog, and Sportsbook. So don't miss out on joining the DubClub. There's a 2-day free trial down in my description, or you could just join right now and for cheaper. There's an offer for 50% off the next month down in my description, also available. That way you don't pay full price after the trial. You can just join right now for 50% off. We really have been absolutely dominating here. You can see what we've done pretty much in the last month and throughout the NBA so far this year. That's not updated, but still we are up really damn close to that, if not even more. I think we're probably up even more than that at this point. We've really been dominating all NBA seasons so far, so don't miss out. 2-day free trials down in my description. But with that being said, let's get to these free plays. Just play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Most important thing though is having those post notifications turned on. That way you don't miss future uploads and you get in before these lines move, get bumped, get removed, things like that. Let's get to these plays now. The first play I like here over on PrizePicks, and it also applies to other apps as well, but I got to give an alternative for that. We're actually not going to be in the NBA category. We're going to go to the NBA first half category on the PrizePicks board, and we're going to look up today Trey Murphy over 10 first half PRA. If you are not on PrizePicks though, and you do not have PrizePicks available in this line right here, what I also like as an alternative here is going to be Trey Murphy over 20.5 PRA if you are on a sportsbook. But if you're on PrizePicks, I love this spot here at 10 first half PRA. I think this spot's really, really good. And there's kind of a reason for that here because this game has a massive blowout potential here, which is part of the reason why Trey Murphy is so low for his PRA today. It's a 14.5 point spread right there, favored in for the Thunder today. So I think this line's really nice at 10 here. He only played 11 minutes in his first game back here 2 days ago. His minutes should be even more this time around. Should be even higher, but he had 10 right there in just, those few 11 minutes there. I think we could be seeing 15, all the way up to 18 minutes here in the first half of Trey Murphy today. But if you take a look here at how he was last season, he was over in 56% of games. I think this also is marking these pushes as a loss, by the way. So really, he's over in like 65% if you exclude the pushes. But there's also some huge injury news to this Pelicans team, which is why they're 14.5 point underdogs here. But if you take a look at games without Zion last year, he was over this in 8 out of 12 games, as you can see right there. But that's also factoring in with one of those pushes, like I said earlier. And if you take a look at games without CJ McCollum from last year, he was over this in both games. He had 15 and 13 first half PRA in those two games. He did play a lot of minutes right there with about 19 and pretty much 19 in both those games there. He still would have had at least 10 PRA right there if he's playing, 13 minutes in those games there. So I think it's a really, really nice spot here for Trey Murphy because you're really just avoiding that blowout with the first half PRA here. Because if you compare these lines here in the hit rate from last year at 56% right there, again, factoring those pushes, but his full game PRA last year, he was only over in 51% of games. So there's a lot of games where he's just kind of ruined by a blowout or things like that. And with these injuries to this team, I could see them getting blown out today, which is why I'm kind of pivoting to the first half here. Or I think there's a little bit of value right now on the first half here for Trey Murphy. But I just like him overall today as well. Like I said, if you're on a sportsbook, you're not on PrizePicks, I do also still like him over 20.5 full game PRA. I think it's a really nice spot for him today against OKC. It should be a pretty nice matchup for him. You can see what he did against them last year for his full game PRA, but his first half PRA, he was even more dominant if you look at it, by the way. Over in 4 out of 6 right there. Really, he's over in 4 out of 5 with one push. But I do expect him to have another pretty nice day here against OKC. So give me the over here for Trey Murphy and his first half PRA at 10. I'm going to get to my next play in just a second here, but if you're not already on Chalkboard, it's one of the best apps out there right now. You can use promo code DOMG to get a free square and a first-time deposit match up to $100. And by the way, we have some discounts coming today over on Chalkboard. I'm just going to pick some random ones here so we can see who's going to be the discounts today. But it looks like we're going to get Jalen Duren down to 15.5 PR. We're also going to get, it looks like, Avika Zubac down to 21.5 PR. And the last one here will be Karl-Anthony Towns, looks like, down to 34.5 PRA. And looks like we are also going to get 3 more discounts today in the NBA. So we should be getting 6 discounts today over on Chalkboard. They have constant promos going on all the time over on Chalkboard. And like I said, there's some awesome welcome offers right now 100% deposit up to $100, and a free square if you use my promo code DOMG. So join Chalkboard down in my description, and again, use my promo code. Helps me out a ton if you do so. And by the way, if you happen to use my promo code DOMG on any app that I'm affiliated with, I will send you back a free month of my DubClub if you just send me a screenshot of that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com. And that includes apps like Chalkboard, which I just talked about, includes Sleeper, it includes also PrizePicks, by the way, if you're not already on PrizePicks. So just send me a screenshot of using my promo code to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I will send you back a free month of my DubClub. All right, now let's get my second play for today's slate. This one's going to be just a normal line here, no first half or anything like that. We're going to go with James Harden over 22.5 points. You can find this one to 21.5 on some apps like Sleeper, for example, I will say. So you can find this one at 21.5, which would be a nice little discount there. But you can see what James Harden has done so far this year. He's over in 5 out of 11 games this year, but he has landed on the hook one time. Get him at 21.5. He's over in 6 out of 11 games. But I'm just attempting to buy low a little bit here on James Harden because his field goal attempts have been there, man. He's had 15 through 17 in the last 4 games here, which is more than enough to cover this line here, especially with how many free throws James Harden, hits and makes. But he's just been shooting really, really bad in these games. 33%, 31%, 29%, and 33% in those 4 games there. So he's just really not shooting good, really whatsoever. And he's even covered before, by the way, shooting 29%, when he's having 17 field goal attempts, but also that definitely impacts the free throws. So really, if he's going to cover this line and still have these like 15, 17, 19 field goal attempts, he just has to shoot like in the 40%. That's really all we need from James Harden, especially with how many free throws that he makes. So I think it's a really nice spot to kind of buy low and just hope for a little bit better shooting here for James Harden, because you really cannot predict bad shooting. It really just depends on how a player is on a given night. I really try to never predict like a player's shooting percentage or anything like that. But if you take a look here at how he's been against the Rockets in the past here, the last 2 games here, he's had 24 and 21 points in these games here. And that's not really shooting, anything crazy or anything like that. I mean, he's had 11 and 13 field goal attempts. Although I will say he is shooting pretty good in those games at 73% and 46%. So if we can get really good shooting, like in the 40%, and also have like that 17 field goal attempts, like I said, he should be able to cover this line here against Houston. What I also really love here is going to be the matchup here against Houston, because opposing point guards have been destroying them. They rank 26th in points allowed per game at 26.9. And opposing guards are just really having good games against these teams here. At least the ones that shoot a lot and are high volume guys. Like Cade Cunningham, for example. He had 26 points against his team here. SJ had 29 points. Brunson had 29 points. Kyrie Irving with 28. Luka also with 29. John Morant had 24. LaMelo had 34. And Trey Mann even had 24 on this team. So the Rockets are getting destroyed by these high volume guards here that are shooting 15 plus times. So I think if we can get that from James Harden today, I don't doubt that he can fly over this line as long as he's just shooting pretty well at like 40%. I really don't think that's too much to ask either. He's averaging 36% shooting this year, but if you take a look at last year, he was averaging about 43% shooting. So he's just shooting a little bit worse in terms of field goal percentage so far this year compared to last year, which I think that will kind of even itself out as the year goes on. Just kind of a small sample size right now of only 11 games. So those are my plays for today. James Harden over 22.5 points and Trey Murphy over his first half PRA at 10. I am not done with the free plays quite yet, though, but one last reminder that you can join the DubClub right now, 2 days for free. There's a 2-day free trial for my DubClub down in my description. We just went 5-1 on yesterday's slate. We've been hitting over 75% of our plays in like the last 40 NBA plays that I posted, by the way. I got to get that record back, figure out what our run is there. But we've been seriously on fire in like our last 40 NBA plays. It's been like, 75% or better hit rate. It's insane. But if you like the tool that I use in today's video, by the way, it's called Outlier. I use this tool every single day for all of my research. Like I said, it's called Outlier. There's a 7-day free trial down in my description where you can check it out for yourself before you purchase it. I use it every single day for all sports, all plays, everything. I absolutely love this tool. It is super useful if you are trying to research plays for yourself. Let's take a look at some free plays now from the daily grind tool. This right here is the PrizePicks Optimizer. So you have some of the best bid value plays in apps like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they like some value in some tennis right now, some other NBA plays, things like that. But if you want to find the most up-to-date value plays, you just click on the refresh button to find the most up-to-date value plays. So right now, they like Scottie Pippen under first quarter points. They like Cam Thomas under 32 fantasy scores, you can see right there. A lot of decent value right now is on the PrizePicks board. So if you want this tool for yourself, it's really, really easy to use. Get it for yourself down in my description. Click on the fantasy bundle and scroll down, and promo code DOMG get you 25% off. But we also have another tool sold separately called the Slip Generator, which is over 2,000 units of profit since August 18th of last year. It's a really, really awesome tool. They have 10 slips currently on the board, mostly on Flip and some other apps. But I just refreshed, now there's 12 on the board, as you can see right there. So they constantly just update with more and more plays. There's a 6-pick non-insured entry right now over on Flip that they like here, including some NHL, some college football, and other value like that. So if this tool interests you and you want it for yourself, you can also get this tool down in my description. This time though, click on the Slip Generator and scroll down, and promo code DMG can yet again get you 25% off. But thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best of luck, and if you want to save maybe for $5,000 on PrizePicks, you can watch this video right here.